I'm pleased and excited that all of you will be participating in Newport News Reads One Book. In partnership with Hampton City Schools, we will be reading the book Cleo Edison Oliver, Playground Millionaire by Sunday T. Frazier. The book is about entrepreneurship and friendship. It will be a fun and enjoyable read. Every student and teacher in the participating schools will be given a copy of the book, along with a daily reading log and fun activities for students and families to enjoy together at home as we strengthen the love for reading. I look forward to sharing this experience with you as Newport News Reads One Book. Now we have a special message from the author.
Hello, students, staff, families, and communities of Hampton Public Schools and Newport News Public Schools. I'm Sunday Frazier, the author of Cleo Edison Oliver, Playground Millionaire, and I heard that you're going to be reading my book very soon. I'm very excited about that because I really believe that books and stories bring us together, and I hope you really enjoy getting to know Cleo. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I live out in Seattle, Washington, so all the way on the other side of the country, near the Pacific Ocean, and I'm married. I have 2 daughters, ages 12 and 9, almost 10, and a little dog named Luna, who often does like to come and sit and lay at my feet while I'm working and writing here at my desk. So sometimes people will ask me, why did you become an author? And I have to let you know, I'm not just an author, I'm an author for kids. When I set out to write books and get them published, I knew all along I wanted to write for kids. Why? Because I believe that you are smart, and you're fabulous, and you're fun and funny, and most of all, you're very important. And I believe kids deserve really good stories. So that's why I write for kids. I write stories because I believe that stories do connect us. They help us to understand people who are different from us, who have different backgrounds than we do. And they help us to see how much we really are deep down very much alike. We all have similar feelings and similar fears, similar wants and needs and desires, and books help us to see that. I've also found that characters can often become very much like friends. At least that was true when I was a kid reading books. The characters in the stories would start to feel like friends to me, and I hope that that's true for you with Cleo. I hope you can imagine Cleo as one of your friends. And if you do, while you're reading the book, maybe you could think about this question. If Cleo were your friend, what business would you and she start together? You can think about that while you're reading. So when I was younger, I wanted to do and be a lot of different things, but one thing I didn't think about being was a business person or a CEO, someone in charge of a company like Cleo wants to be. She's not actually based on me. She's inspired by a young friend of mine who's now 18, but who made her first sale at the age of 2. That's right, she sold a Disney Princess sticker to a complete stranger for $2. Very, very persuasive kid. And this is just like Cleo. So when you're reading the book, you can look for that. So Cleo was inspired by a real person, but it wasn't me. When I was 9, I told my mom that I wanted to write a book and get it published. Well, my first book was published when I was 39. So you do the math. How long did that take? 30 years. That's a long time, isn't it? Sometimes achieving our goals or our dreams can take a long time to happen. But sometimes, like with Cleo, you can start to put your ideas into action right now. Cleo's in 5th grade when she starts her business. So you don't have to wait until you're all grown up to put your ideas into action, to do big things, and to make a difference in the world. But either way, it is going to take effort. So remember that. Again, I hope you enjoy Cleo. I hope you are inspired by her to put some of your ideas into action and to dream about the big things that you can do, because you are capable of doing big things. If you want to read more about Cleo, if you enjoy this story, you might want to pick up the second one, Cleo Edison Oliver in Persuasion Power. Here's Cleo with her buddy Kaylee and her dog down here at her feet, Barkley. They start another business in this book, and you can read about it if you enjoy the first one. I also hope that you will feel free to be in touch with me. You can always reach me at my website, www.sundayfrazier.com, And write to me and share with me what you think about the story or what some of your big ideas are. I would love to hear them. So take care and have a really good time with Cleo.